athletically ready for AUS or U Sport basketball on this team. You just look at him and you can tell that he is ready to play, but little.
Yeah, and he hasn't played much because of injuries. He forgot his wrong jersey?
No, it's new FIBA basketball rules where you're not allowed to wear an undershirt. Yeah, so I had to take that off. Little learning curve here for everybody.
So Silerovic getting the start. We got Wadley, explosive guard. Okay, and Amin Suleiman getting the start, and they'll retain possession. So they're athletic. They just haven't been able to put together wins. Acadia, very disciplined, well-coached basketball team. Travel for the big man, but good rebound there. And listen, I like Mitch Tempro, man. He's in his 3rd year. Good player. That's a good-looking jump shot. Fight for the rebound. That's what he's going to do. He's going to give UPEI way more of an inside presence.
Yeah, he's going after everything, and you can just you can already tell that different team whenever he's out there on the floor.
Exactly. So we're using a hashtag. We'll tell you about it later. Watch the discipline from this Acadia team. They run, they move for a purpose, and they stick to their game plan.
So good D by Allen, nice rebound. Nissen with the miss for Acadia.
Silerovic, quick 3 and release, just a little bit long. So Miller's going to slow it down, bringing it up, call it to play. Another good-looking jump shot there by Mason. And, saying hello to all the Acadia fans. I know they're strong. They're getting good crowds. I've been watching some of their games. Getting good crowds down there in Wolfville.
It makes sense. Who wouldn't want to watch 2 of the men's and women's programs, both in the top 10 in the country right now? Exciting things happening in Wolfville.
And already seen the quality of shots for Acadia in the first minute. Have gotten 2 really outstanding quality shots. UPEI struggled to find that rhythm this season. So, quick spin. And the big man, DeAndre, gets another rebound. What a pass attempt by Amin Suleiman. He's got a Nick Silerovic has a mismatch on that because he's 6'7", playing the 3 spot.
We're seeing a 2-3 zone here to start the game by Acadia.
It looks to be.
Nice look off by Wadley, and that's a bucket.
Yeah. That's it. Marcus
Cusinato, yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, it just flowed off my tongue, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Then we try to keep it real up here. Tweet at us. If you have Twitter, just use that hashtag. What is it? UPEIVSACA, and we'll read your tweet out. Let us know some information about these players. Talking to you, all the parents and sisters and brothers out there watching, being proud. Let us know.
So Cusinato with the rebound off Wadley's missed 3. Gets it to Allen at the free throw line. I was watching him in warm-up, and that's where he took all of his shots, right from that foul line area, and that's something that he can hit.
That's good. I just looked at Ryan with a kind of a strange face. I didn't know he could hit that jump shot, so that'll extend the defense a little bit. So they're up 4-0. So, and they are also in this is a 3-2 zone.
Don't usually see that at the higher levels because of how stretched you can get on the baseline. But, nice pass by Silerovic.
DeAndre Allen has made a difference already. And the reason why they're running a 3-2 zone is because they can trust Allen's size in there. Mm-hmm. But you'll see a quick sub for Del Palma. Nick, to stretch that defense if they stay in this. But everybody on this Acadia team can shoot.
Yeah, and that proves it right there. Biggest guy on the floor hitting an off-the-dribble foul line jumper.
Yeah. And Nissen has the ability to stretch the defense, come out, and hit that mid-range jump shot for sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't play with his back to the basket necessarily too much, but he's got long strides and takes advantage of it. So I predict he'll be a first-team All-Star again this year.
Yep, I think it would be a bigger surprise to see him not be one than it would be to see him on that list. So I think that's Allen getting a little ahead of himself there with the three-point attempt.
A rush of adrenaline after that shot. You think he can hit the 40-footer?
Yeah, so.
But he's coming off because they're trying to monitor his minutes, I think, a little bit.
Well, yeah, he's first game of the year, so everything has to be monitored with him. But good things.
And
good things to start.
They lose that size in a hurry. So we'll see if that changes the zone a little bit. Watch the weak side guy popping in. Good girls game. Congratulations to the Acadia women for winning here tonight. It was a good game. They really stretched it out at the end, but it was a well-played basketball game, and I think that UPEI girls team is definitely going to be, they're going to improve quite a bit in the new year. So 8 seconds on the shot clock. Through the legs from your 6'10 guy. You love to see. No way. Good. Almost had a chance to go in. Offensive foul.
And how about this Acadia team starting 2 6'9" guys?
Yeah, it's nice to have in your back pocket.
Is it ever? Do not see that very often.
No.
And here is just like you were talking about. Nick Tupama coming off the bench.
Yeah, and that was Reese Larry with the offensive foul. And Reese came back this year to play, and He's played there before in the past. So that's a huge addition to them, especially they're hosting nationals. So
yep.
Nice extra pass.
Use the left hand there, and that's a basket.
It's for Nell Johnson, but
he's got that left hand taped up. I wonder if that had an effect.
Jeez, you think I? Wow, that's a good shot by who? Mr. Nick DePalma, yeah. Right in. I mean, that's what I'm talking about up here. He just comes in to bring him off the bench, and he can stretch the game right out.
Cusinato's passing has been really good so far to start this game. I like him at that foul line area.
But you can see the versatility by Coach Glenn. Coming out, switching up his defenses in and out. The guys know where they're going, getting good shots. So we got a sub into the game. That's Mugambi Jerome. So nice player out of there, very active. Good athleticism. He's coming in for Larry. Again, this Acadia program has been built, and it's strong, and they really work at the recruiting and and getting the right people in for the right situations. First one. This is the second. Amin can push that ball. He's a dynamic player. Why not? Look at Johnson in there trying to keep it alive. And Miller, I like him as a point guard. I think he can push the tempo quite a little bit more in that point guard position.
And he's the exact kind of point guard that you want to play with because he almost never looks for his own shot. He's just trying to set everybody else up around him.
No, and he's one of the best shooters in the league. Silarovich, what are you talking about? Stretching it nice and long.
We have our first tweet in, UPEI vs ACA. It's Slavica saying hi from Slovenia. She says it's great to hear us again and happy to watch another one of Milrad's games. Slavica, always good to have you tuning in to our broadcasts.
It is, isn't it? She always, it's probably like 4 o'clock in the morning out there.
Yeah.
So Slovenia. So we really appreciate it. She's a big fan of her brother, and so are we.
Yeah. So Slavica tuning in at 1:15 a.m. in Slovenia.
Gee, look at you, Mr.
I just
Stats.
Googled it. I got the computer in front of me.
What time is it in Hong Kong, Ryan?
12-hour difference. Be in the morning there.
Good start to this game. UP up 2. Welcome to the broadcast. Ryan Lloyd, Gordon McNeely, and Sami Mohammedan. He didn't get the start tonight, but he will be. He's a good shooter from Toronto area. I like Sammy. So slow it down. Ben Miller's head's always up. He's finding that for the shooter.
A steal by Sammy. Heading the other way.
Gets stuck on the rim. Vernell with a nice rebound over Mugambi. So Vernell with a great start from the Nova.
Beaten, but come your third, fourth, fifth year in the league, you're in a great position.
Exactly. Just want to send a shout out to Santa, who had his parade tonight in the Charlottetown area. And all the presents went to the Acadia women basketball program tonight for their win.
Yep, so if you missed that game, Acadia women came out with a 20-point victory over the UPEI women's Panthers. Acadia extended their undefeated start.
Short, but I mean, he can hit that shot. Sorry. Miller, this is beautiful release.
Just look at this ball movement. It's just open look after open look.
And they're still rebounding the basketball. Like, it's just the second efforts on this Acadia team. And that's what happens when you have a veteran team. You can't allow more than one look, because that's not going to happen all night. They're going to knock down the majority of those. Yeah,
and this is coming from a stretched out 3-out, 2-in offense that Acadia's running. Right now, with the group that they have on the floor, you have Larry and Mugambi on the inside, and then spread out along the perimeter are the wing players.
Nice little play, flips it up, can't get it, gets his own rebound. Muhammad Wadley into the game. Watch his dynamicism. What kind of word is that?
It's a great word.
Can't look that one up on Google. Oh, man. So wide open game thus far. I mean, and Acadia's got to get disciplined. They don't want to be in this style of game. Woo. So this is how a young team plays well. They just broken plays and pushing it down. So Duffy wants to control the tempo, control the shot clock, get one or two shots.
Nice finish by Mugambi.
They want more plays like that, where a little bit of penetration, guys cutting. It's Brooks over to Johnson. Good looking shot for the Panthers. Kel Brooks, first year at Halifax. Look at that. Miller just finds the right guy. So he looked the roller off and then dumped off to the guy for a 6-foot shot. Almost underhand passed it to him. That is, to be that relaxed as the point guard is fantastic. It's almost like he's had a few Millers before and just really calmed down. Good footwork for that shot. Yep. I mean, reverse footwork on that. That's Sammy Muhammad. He's a spot-up shooter. Stretch the lead to 5. Good hedge by the UPI Panthers. Looked like a foul there on the hands. And, you know, Acadia runs that so well. Pick and roll. Guys are moving. They're hitting the right guys. They know where they're supposed to be. And they use it all to get the foul and go to the foul line. So, very disciplined team, organized. But these are the type of games that are really tough to get ready for, where UPI hasn't won. They're getting one of their best players back in the lineup. I mean, anything can happen. This is the AUS, so you got to make sure you're playing 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, so even if you're watching the game film coming into this game, you have Marcus Cusinado, who has only played one game so far this year and was working his way back, came off the bench. And then this is DeAndre Allen's first game action of the season, so.
And he gets a strip.
You have no way to be ready for those guys. And I think that's why we're seeing the Panthers come out and be up by 7 at this point.
And they're using out, and they're really dynamically moving. Like Coach Darryl Glenn is ready for this game. Single coverage there on the post entry. Like I said, he doesn't operate much with his back to the basket. And he's looking for that kind of left-handed hook there. Just gets his feet crossed. And you can feel that was almost, you could feel the tension kind of building in the Acadia side. So you're going to have to regroup and make sure they remember it's a long game. Bryce Corliss into the game, gets rocked through a screen there. Look at the speed. Good positioning for the Acadia defense. And that a Quispan assist, that's
Yeah,
we'll read what you got.
It's tough for us to bring anything extra to the broadcast besides what we know of the UPEI guys. So being from Prince Edward Island, the both of us, we need some help to bring some interesting facts to the opposing, the teams that are opposing UPEI.
And the UPEI athletes too. A lot of new faces out there. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So good. They're running. You can see the pep in their step after that. Kevin Duffy had talked to them during the quarter, and they're really moving the basketball. Gombe in there trying to rebound, but that's the difference. Allen is making a difference on the glass right away. They're running a pretty good offense here. UPI is moving that basketball. And I've seen Coach Glenn working on this offense in practice too. Keeps the ball moving.
Good job by Allen down low.
Well, that's a 9-point game. It extends it up to. There's Tempro. Like Tempro, he's been quiet thus far. He can get hot.
Any of the guys on Acadia can put up 10 and a quarter, just like that.
Gonna count the basket. That's the way you do it. You get it to Nissen. Good footwork. He has a good base. Like Nissen, when he starts to drive, he takes good steps, stays on balance.
Yeah.
And he can just cover so much distance with his long legs. So one shot coming up. That's a big basket for them.
Yeah, they needed it.
So Mean's doing a good job. Mean Sullivan doing a good job of point guard. Left the team halfway through the season last year. Is back under Coach Glenn, and he's really disciplined and under control. I mean, he's really bought into Coach Glenn's philosophy here, and really proud of him.
He looks like a different person, different player this year, and so does Sammy Mohammed. Sammy's kind of had been given the green light, and he's off to a great start this year for the Panthers.
You know, and that's what we talked about, spot-up shooter. You got one right there, kids.
Woo. So that's Mason Midda, one of the few first-year players that are playing for Acadia.
He's got a great release.
And there's Amin breaking down on the dribble, off the dribble.
It says here he's from London. London, maybe Ontario, I'm assuming.
Let's see if we can find out.
Yeah, go to work and see what time it is there.
Yes, London, Ontario.
What time is it in London? But you don't know that without. You don't have to look at that.
No, it's 7:30.
We like to have some fun up here. Thanks, Jamie. We got another tweet. Go Acadia from Wolfville. Yeah, we got our tweet from Wolfville. Shout out to Acadia coaching staff. Abby McGinnis. Abby in Wolfville, thank you very much. They got a great coaching staff. They do indeed. And a really tight program, and I think that they're going to have a good run at nationals. Again, Acadia's hosting nationals, so anybody in Wolfville, you make it like Hoosiers down there. Take the whole city up and get to that Scotiabank Center when they go. They will be going to nationals this year, and I think they can really do some damage. But right now, they got to get through this. Down 6, 7 minutes left to go on a scrappy UPI Panthers team, which I like more and more every time I see them.
Midda's looking to shoot, and I like seeing that out of a first-year player.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're a shooter, you gotta want that. You gotta want to look for that shot. You can't say, "Oh, I'm open, I gotta shoot." You gotta be looking for it at all times and be ready, and that's what he does well. Gets to the corner. So we're getting some tweets in, hopefully, from Acadia and beyond. We got a tweet in. Look at that.
Yeah, Tanya Cusinato.
Wow.
Watching from Australia.
We're pumped up here in the booth. What time is it in Australia?
I'm trying to find out. I tried to find out before you asked me.
She'll tweet back at us. Oh, nice move here. Foul contact.
So it's already tomorrow in Australia. So Tanya, if you feel like Tanya and Josh both watching, if you feel like letting us know the final score of this game from the future, let us know. If you can give any pointers.
Listen, we know Marcus has a bright career for this program.
Yep.
He is a great player, and he's getting into his groove, man. He is going to be something else. So we'll take good care of him here in Prince Edward Island. And if you ever decide to come visit, don't come in the winter so much.
No, definitely not during basketball season. It is freezing.
Come during your winter. 4-point game here, 6:35 left to go. Oh, they don't need to force that in there, but got lucky and got it back. Look at the ball movement. Miller passes on it. He can hit that shot.
Went with the right hand there. I like seeing that. The right-handed floater from Miller.
He knows what his team needs and when they need it. Go Marcus. Thanks, Josh. Another tweet from, we've never had 2 tweets from Australia.
I don't know if we've ever had one. Whew.
Yeah, you guys should be proud down there. Thanks for lending us Marcus for sure. Just making a big difference in there. Allen is getting second opportunities that they didn't get before.
Yep.
Look at the defense. Great defense. And DeKal Brooks, you got to look to get it up. Wadley. Oh, my goodness. I have to stand up for that one. What just happened? Wadley just. And what happens, too, when you play against a streaky team, you got to make sure you're disciplined and relaxed. Good hang time to get the rebound.
Oh, look at that. Great pass ahead.
Wow, DeKal Brooks.
Yeah, DeKal had a chance there for the 3-point play, but now he's going to the line for 2.
You just see this guy in warm-up. He's unbelievable. Thanks a lot. Basketball Elite. We've never heard from them before. This is great.
Watching from Kelowna, so other side of the country. Mason Middaugh last played for Canada Elite and CIA Bounce. Great game so far, and he just hit a 3. Yeah. Middaugh's one of those guys that are coming in out of playing those high-level youth teams, and this isn't as much of a jump for him as it is for some of the other guys coming into university play. And as you can see, he already feels comfortable.
Yeah, and I mean, his jump shot's fantastic, and what a talent there. So he's getting himself ready for a big run with Acadia. He made a good decision going to Acadia. Look at that shot fake. And just a shot a little bit long. It's Krauser tried that one. Johnson just didn't have enough space and long enough arms to get around that, get underneath that. De Palma working it around. Ball's going in, but not the right time.
Yeah.
There's 2 defenders.
Not
your
a good
eyes.
entry pass.
People are reading your eyes. And, you cannot turn the ball over. That's a coach's nightmare. When you turn the ball over like that, you create a fast break for the other team.
Yeah.
So Acadia, get back to your discipline. Get the ball in Ben Miller's hands at these times. Let him distribute it.
So, yeah, Gord, like you were talking about right there, what you're talking about with the turnover is a live ball turnover. That's creates a fast break almost automatically for the other team. And what we mean by a live ball turnover is whenever the ball's kept in play and the turnover happens.
I like what Krauser did. Krauser tried to get into the post. Next time down, caught it on the opposite wing, drove to his dominant hand on the right side, and went confidently with it, got fouled. So that's something positive for your team. Rob Middaugh. Mason, London, Ontario, so proud. I'm sure you are, Rob. You should be, man. This kid can play, and it seems like a very nice young man. So we're glad to get him some airtime here because we like all these young players. So if you're watching your kids play, let us know. And it sounds funny, but Acadia's been having problems in the first half keeping these quick guards in front of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. He just hit one of those funky ones.
Yeah, and we're looking at Wadley there. The next thing to come for him is going to be the jump shot.
Yeah.
That's what he's working on now. He's got the quickness. He has the handle. He has the vision. But it's the jump shot that's going to come over the next year, 2 years. And he's somebody who has a really bright future in basketball.
And you see, for the kids out there watching, what his jump shot does is it's two motions. He brings it up to the top and then releases it forward, which you have to keep it in one smooth motion. So it's got to come up smoother to keep the flow going from the bottom to the top, just like that. Did you see that?
Yeah. Nick DePalma, if you want to learn how to shoot
starts it in his
from
pocket.
the perimeter,
Boom.
That is a person to watch.
Yeah. Nice looking offense here. Look at the movement by the Panthers. They've really been working this first term. Good pass up by Solarevic.
Great pass off.
Even that was a nice looking jump shot from the bottom to the top. Surveying the situation. Back to Nissen. He can hit the shot, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, that'll get UPEI calling a timeout after a quick start. Acadia. Our basketball at East Coast basketball community is getting rich, and you're seeing a lot of good products here on the floor in front of you. Oh, they're respecting his shot, but look at that finish.
That looks good. And that's something that Sammy Mohammed didn't do last year. He was a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter last year, and he's added a little bit over the summer to his game.
And I credit Sammy, obviously, but also Daryl Glenn for giving him that confidence.
Yeah.
He seemed to lack a little bit of confidence last year at times, and this year that jump shot looks polished and finished. Look at that pass. Oh, and a big finish there. So you'll have the answer timeout. You know, but there's some things that this team needs to work on. Even though they're disciplined, they've got a few things to work on, and that's really getting the best shot, making sure you finish it, and guys playing together as one all the time. It's back rim for the shooter Del Palma, but Nissen's there to bail his team out. And I don't think necessarily they've guarded one-on-one very well tonight.
No.
So they've got to make sure that they've seen this. They know what UPEI is going to do because their coach just has them ready for it. You got to keep that person in front of you, or else you'll pick up a foul just like such. So, Krauser? Yeah. Eli would pick up that foul. And Krauser is he's really playing well, confident young player. How do you allow that off of an inbound play? You know what I mean? You know Sam Muhammad's hot. You got to make sure you're there before he is. So that'll stretch him out to 7 points. UPEI playing very good basketball. And Mugambi with a nice take. And that's really, really important for them. But UPEI is playing they're playing their basketball. And the difference is Coach Glenn has them playing disciplined in the half court, taking their fast break points, having their secondary break, and if it's not there, they go right into their half court, and they get cross motion going on.
Yep.
So they're doing this pretty well. Missing 2 foul shots at the line goes, and they'll bring it back. They have to get back and set here, and UPEI will run their offense. Watch what they're doing now. Never mind, because they're going to the basket.
But just like you're talking about, Gord, the reason that driving lane is there is because of the motion on the weak side.
Exactly. Oh, Nissen's been playing well to keep them in this game.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll kind of analyze this. Offense is going from one side. They're looking for a down screen on the other side. And then motion coming through, and there's your shooter on the opposite side. So, and that time it wasn't probably, don't watch that one.
No.
An open look for Miller, passes on it to get a better shot. And that's why Miller is so great, because he passed on the first shot, drove, and then he knew he was going to look for Nissen, who has been hot, and really solid play by your point guard.
Yes, sir.
Enjoying this basketball game. Hope you are. Again, let us know. Use that hashtag there on the screen, UPEI VS ACA. Let us know what's going on. When are we coming to Australia, Josh? Oh my goodness. We just got that nice and hot here. Wow. Listen, today was nice and hot here. It was 10 degrees. We were all pumped up. But I'm sure I would love to go to Australia. Maybe we're going to get, UPEI is going to get the ball back twice. So they're going to try to shoot probably around the 30, maybe 15 seconds. Try to get a 2-for-1, it's called. 2 shots to the Acadia's 1. So, and there's the shot. That's why Matt Bauer is into the game. He's a three-point shooter. They bring him in to hit that shot. Bad pass.
He's there in the corner, and there's the shot that they were looking for.
And that's what we say. It's like Daryl Glenn is making good coaching moves. And then here Acadia's going to get 1 shot and have to give the ball back. So there's not much time on the clock.
Yeah, about a 4-second differential here. There's Miller.
Oh, yeah. That's what he does. So they get it back with 10 seconds left. Jeez, we don't even know what we're talking about here. 7 seconds left. Amin's a breakdown type of player. He's going to want to take it to the basket. Oh, off left. Ooh, that almost went in.
Good hustle by Miller.
What a game.
All right.
Jeez, the band almost scared me there. They're doing a great job. Birchwood band. We have a junior high band, and if you're just joining us, one of the local junior highs doing a great job. Birchwood Junior High School here in Charlottetown. And Miller Garden Celerevic. So look at that. He can get it inside. It's kind of a step back shot. And that's Marcus. Smooth, under control. That'll go.
And he's just coming back from an injury, so this month off for him is going to be worth more than it is to some of the other guys. You can see he's got the knee brace on. I've seen him in a physio a few times. He's working to make sure that his body's ready for the second half of the season.
Wow, good take by DeAndre.
So DeAdrian Allen, another basket there.
What did I just call him?
DeAndre.
Oh my goodness, I'm making up names now. We've been on the air for way long.
Yeah. It's a long night here. It took us an hour to get to the game because of the traffic from the Santa Claus parade. And so here we are, 6:30 left in the game, 74-62 for Acadia. It's a good-looking shot from Sedlarevic. Rebound to none other than Ben Miller. He's got 12 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists.
You can't.
That's 7 assists.
You can't leave that.
No.
That was off of a broken play, Sedlarevic. But you know what? I'm really proud of the way the UPEI's played today. I mean, it's a 15-point game. It's not over, but have they ever come to play? And there's a lot of ridiculously amazing talent on this team.
Yep. This UPEI team has had a couple big losses to lesser teams than Acadia, quite frankly. And to come out and have this kind of a game against Acadia where they were with them for 3 quarters and are still playing tight, only down 15 here halfway through the 4th, and are looking like they do have a future in this league.
Oh, nice rebound in there. That's the way you do it, Mickey. Oh, stripped by Nissen. Good defense by Wadley. Moving around tempo. Finding shooters.
I don't think that was the right shot to take on that play. But Mason Middaugh.
There might have been some penetration opportunities there for him.
Talk about a guy who has the green light all the time.
Oh, what a pass. Amin follows it up. Couldn't finish that dunk, but great pass in there. Very unselfish play. So we'll set it up. So what Acadia's doing now is they're taking a little bit more time off the clock. That's what they should be doing. So Amin will set it up here. Screen action's happening on both sides. It's going to go one-on-one. And get to pick up the foul on Nissen. So Wadley in inbounds. Just a little bit of confusion off that inbounds play. Good looking shot. Not much time to shoot. Acadia's defense was so good on that. Cornell Johnson's going to check back into the game.
So D'Adrian Allen comes out. He's been solid tonight, though.
Yeah, this is great. This is as much as we've seen him basically since preseason.
Yep. So he's only, like, even up until this past week, only been a partial participant in practice. Still getting back from the IR, injured list or injured reserve list. But he's back in the game, and he's going to be a big feature in the Panthers' plans moving forward.
So that was a charge on Tempero. Good take. That was Corliss taking that charge for UPEI. Now it's passing on a shot. I'd like that stance to be a bit better on the catch. Little hook shot. So what I'm saying there is just like, we're young players, you want to work on your fundamentals. So once the ball's coming from the left side, catch it, keep the momentum going, check your defender, get it through the other side, and see if that momentum's there to take it right away. If you catch the ball in the perimeter and you're in an upright position, you're a non-threat. You got to catch it a little bit low in a power position.
Yeah, and the worst thing that happens if you catch the ball and square up right away is you're in a position to do anything. There's no downfall to making a good square up.
Miller's really played a strong game here for Acadia. Really done some really good things. So is that man, Maddow, over there. The ball's moving back to where it started. This is looking for the post. Here comes the screen. Good looking, good shot there out of good movement. Took some time off the clock. Oh, nice behind the back pass. Mickey passes on that three. Are you kidding me?
Great finish.
Like, we have yet to see the potential of that kid.
Oh, if people are going to agree with this or not, but Ben Miller, I'm going to say it, and there may be people that agree, maybe people that won't, but I think he's one of the top 5 players in this conference.
Yeah.
Just the way that he is always under control, always doing the right play at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like he's, the more you watch him, the more you like his game.
Yeah. And it's not flashy. He's not the person that the fans are coming to watch.
No.
He finishes this game, or has at this point in this game, with 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's just one of those guys that does it all for the team.
Wow, yeah.
And I should say, as well as those stats, great bucket there by
1-2 step.
Along with all the stats that I just mentioned for Ben Miller, he also has 5 steals tonight.
Yeah.
So brings it on defense as well.
Definitely, yeah. Great player. Great game out of him. And his team needed it after a back-to-back on the road. Hardest thing you can do in the U.S. U-Sport.
Yeah, it is AUS.
I don't know what we're calling
it's still
it.
We're still AUS, but
yeah.
Canada is U-Sport.
Nice touch. He was going at a good clip, so it's an 11-point game here, 2 minutes left to go, some extended pressure. Good if it goes, and I was like, I'm going to say that's the type of shot that you have to have confidence to shoot because you're up 10. If it goes, the coach isn't going to say anything. If it doesn't go, you know, you got to move the basketball. So nice position. This is that UPEI kind of energy we see happening again.
Yeah, and they're just at this point in the year, they're not in a place where they can sustain that energy for the full game. No, they had about 35 minutes actually tonight where they had great energy, but that 5-minute period was a 16-point difference.
But hold your head up, UPEI Panthers, and a big congratulations to Daryl Grun and coming in, and he's put a crazy amount of work into this team. I'm really impressed with Daryl Glenn, one of the best point guards to play in UPEI's history. Here he played back in the early 90s, very late 80s. So played against him, and it wasn't much fun. So because I didn't play with him. So
yeah, of course. So this is Wadley at the free throw line for the Panthers. Hits the first.
Tomorrow at 10, big fella, yeah.
4 o'clock at the Guild.
Yes. People checking dates for tomorrow. He's coming to our fitness class. Bruce. So we got 122.
Sessions. This is just
they're disciplined.
they're a good team.
I would say for them, I want to see this team later on become a horse, like a driving horse, where they're coming down. Their fast break is probably, in my mind, probably their weakest component.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of skill that they have. So I want to see this team push the bejesus out of the ball.
Yeah.
See what that does. So that would be the only thing for me. But
Well, that's I think that's what you're talking about from like Mitch Tempro had a quiet game tonight, but he's somebody that can get out and run with you.
yeah.
I had a text here from Daryl Boudreau tuning into this broadcast, trying to help me out, saying that Acadia's foul shooting wasn't great tonight.
Oh, okay.
And Daryl, I appreciate it. He is right. They were 8 of 17 from the free throw line. So
That's a good observation.
Yep. So Daryl, thanks for your help there. I almost left the silence long enough to get that text in to get that on the air without help. But yeah. So.
And if UPEI has one thing to work on, I would say it would just believe in yourself and each other, and follow your coach's lead.
Yeah.
Because you're on the right track, and there's a lot of really good things happening. So believe and just give it your all. What would you say, technically speaking?
Well, technically speaking, there's a few things that they can work on. But as you're saying, Coach Glenn is seeing those technical things, and he's going to have them working on it. But just you have to stick with it. Like, you really have to stick with it. This team right now is not playing for this year. This ball club or this program is building for next year and beyond. And it's amazing watching UPEI, who right now has 2 first-year players on the floor at the end of the game. They have 3 other first-year players who played significant minutes tonight. So that's 5 first-year players playing significant minutes for the Panthers. They're going to be a team that is around in games over the next several years.
Yeah. And consistency with both these teams. You know, you got to come out and really play through the lulls in the basketball game. Acadia found a way to do that in the third quarter. They didn't really do that in the first 2 quarters. So I don't think they're putting together 40 full minutes. And when they do, this team, if they do and when they do, this team could be in a U Sport Championship final game. Yeah. Potentially.
Yeah. So it's
they're that good.
The kind of game that they have had against Dal so far this year, those 2 wins that they've had, if they can sustain that type of effort through the playoffs, they're going to be a team that nobody is going to have a fun time playing against. That was a nice bucket there by Sami Mohammed. He's had a really strong game, actually, for UPEI.
Yeah.
Sami Mohammed, 15 points. Shooting over 50% from both the field and three-point land.
Well, it was fun to work with you tonight, Ryan, in this first term. And wish all these athletes the best. Thanks a lot for all the parents and families for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. This is all about the